Well, shifting our focus to another war front, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has proposed a face-to-face meeting with Vladimir Putin.
This is in a rare open letter to the Russian leader. The development came as Putin said that Moscow needed to strengthen its air defenses following a spate of Ukrainian attacks. Zelensky wrote that Ukraine is seeking to end the war with a face-to-face engagement between him and Putin. He proposed to set a clear date for one such meeting and assured that there would be complete ceasefire during the negotiations.
Zelensky published the letter a day after Ukrainian drones hit St. Petersburg as Putin's home city hosted a major international economic forum this week.
The Ukrainian leader has repeatedly called for a meeting with the Russian president, saying only face-to-face talks will yield an agreement on territory. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that Russian president is aware of Zelensky's letter.
Well, speaking to the reporters in St. Petersburg, Peskov said that Putin would be briefed about the letter after end of Uzbek president's visit.
Yes, we saw it. He published it during an event with the president. The president hasn't had the opportunity to read it yet. I can say that it will be reported to the president after the end of the working part of the Uzbek president's visit.
While U.S. President Donald Trump has expressed optimism about the letter by Zelensky, Trump said that he is glad that both leaders were talking about meeting.
Well, I don't know. I'm glad that they're maybe talking about meeting. I think we had a lot to do with it. I know exactly what you're doing. But I think it would be great if they met. They should get it done.
On the other side, Russian President Vladimir Putin has indicated to make what he called, quote-unquote, some compromises for a peace deal with Ukraine. Speaking on the sidelines of Russia's annual economic forum, Putin said that Russia would defeat Ukraine on the battlefield if necessary, but added that he is ready to end the war via diplomacy and would honor the terms he had agreed with U.S. President Trump when both met at Alaska.
I would add this. We are absolutely ready and willing to reach an agreement with Ukraine through peaceful means and on the basis we discussed at our meeting with President Trump in Anchorage. At that meeting, Russia was asked to consider certain compromises, and Russia is willing to accept the compromises we discussed in Anchorage. But the Ukrainian side must also agree to these compromises, and then the conflict will quickly come to its natural conclusion.
Putin noted that U.S. has switched its attention away from trying to end the Ukraine conflict since it launched its war against Iran. At the same time, he addressed the slew of air threats originating from Ukraine and stressed on the need to strengthen its air defenses.
Unfortunately, some of them do get through, but Russia has an air defense system. Yes, we must improve it. Yes, we must strengthen it. And we will do so.
Putin's statement came as action continued on the war front. On Thursday, Ukraine's unmanned systems forces issued a video showing what appeared to be a Ukrainian strike on a Russian patrol ship in Crimea and on the Panzer air defense system in the Kherson region of Russia-controlled Ukraine.
Amidst this, the U.S. House has passed a new bill that would aid Ukraine and sanction key segments of the Russian economy. The bill passed even after objections from Republican leaders who warned that it would undermine negotiations designed to achieve a comparable but stronger result.